Hello everybody, welcome back for another video. Hope you're all doing well and maybe that you're having a great day. So for those of you who have not been paying attention, I apologize for the news. Literally, I mean, this happened a couple of minutes ago. For those of you not looking at the screen, I would understand. The cryptocurrency market has kind of collapsed. I don't want to say anything more dramatic than that. Currently, Bitcoin is down by 7%, Ether is down by 8.2%, Solana is down by 14%, XRP is down by 11%, and Cardano is down by 12%. So the apparent reason, I was looking around, of course, trying to figure out what the heck is going on. It appears it's because of this. There's a company called Matrixport. I remember hearing about them only a couple of times, but they release reports on what they think is happening within the cryptocurrency space. You might remember them around October, November. They were one of the more popular headlines that said that they knew or assumed that in January we would have the spot Bitcoin ETFs approved. They were not the only source for this information, but they were kind of, I would dare say, piggybacking on the news that a lot of other people kind of assumed that we would have a Bitcoin ETF approved because of BlackRock. The idea that BlackRock would not get their ETF kind of seemed completely nonsensical. So the news that, really just came out is apparently they just released another report right now saying that they no longer believe this. And for some reason, the market reacted to their word as if it was law. Matrixport analysts who recently expected spot Bitcoin ETFs to be approved and Bitcoin's price to rise to $50,000 have apparently changed their minds. Accordingly, Matrixport analysts claimed in their latest report that the SEC will be rejecting all spot ETFs in January and final approval could come within the second quarter. That is to say, around March to around June or so. Analysts also advise investors to take a short position, arguing that the price of Bitcoin would drop to $36,000 or $38,000 in the face of a rejection from the decision from the SEC. Now, let me make this explicitly clear. Matrixport is not the SEC. They're not the U.S. government. They are simply a company who releases reports on where they think the cryptocurrency space is going to go. Just around 5 weeks ago, they released a report that said we are definitely going to be getting spot Bitcoin ETFs within the United States and that Bitcoin was going to rise above $50,000. For some reason this morning, they've now changed their tune. And because of this one report from this one company, that's why you saw the prices at the beginning of the video had basically completely collapsed. There is no explicit validity to any of this, except for the fact that this company released a report telling people that it was not going to be accepted. We would get no ETFs and for people to take a short position. If none of this is actually true, that is to say, if we do indeed get spot Bitcoin ETFs over the course of the next couple of days, for those of you who don't know, the time frame is literally supposed to be any time from today. It's meant to be Wednesday and Thursday, the 3rd and the 4th. Up until the 9th of January is the actual deadline time frame. We were told by, I believe, analysts from JP Morgan and Bloomberg that companies would be told starting today and tomorrow as to if they have been accepted or if they actually got their Bitcoin ETF approved. If we end up getting spot Bitcoin ETFs and they release this information and cause prices to drop, they are probably going to get people are going to begin to accuse them of price manipulation because this came completely out of left field. And what's even worse is that everyone believed them and prices began to crash almost instantaneously after this report was released. And then other people saw on social media that everyone else was simply saying that we're not going to get a spot Bitcoin ETF. And then they also began selling as well. Their report says, and I quote, "We thought Bitcoin could reach $45,000 by Christmas. Bitcoin spot ETFs could be approved by the SEC in January, and Bitcoin could rise to $50,000 by the end of January 2024. However, we believe that the applications are at a critical stage and the requirements specified by the SEC are not fully met. Because SEC Chairman Gary Gensler does not, and I'm quoting exactly what their report says. Because SEC Chairman Gary Gensler does not adopt cryptocurrency in the USA, and Gensler thinks that the crypto industry still needs stricter compliance rules, according to his comments in December. At this point, the SEC may reject ETF applications in January, with possible approval delayed until the second quarter of 2024. This rejection could cause the price of Bitcoin to drop by 20% very quickly and bring it to the $36,000, $38,000 range. If no approval is received by the SEC on Friday, January 5th, we at Matrixport recommend that investors buy put options and make direct short sales. End quote. That's the thing that's going around that caused prices to collapse. I don't understand exactly where this panic came from, what validity Matrixport is supposed to have in the fact that everyone completely lost their minds. Even in this terribly written, grammatically unstable report that they actually put out there, nowhere do they say that they have complete knowledge that there's not going to be a spot ETF. They say that if there is not something by Friday, they are recommending other people to do the opposite. I understand it. We've gone over this the last couple of months. I get it. Everyone's on edge, like complete edge right now. I wrote yesterday on Twitter. There are literally, this is the crazy part, that we've allowed the SEC to have this much power over the entire cryptocurrency market. Crypto is not just within the United States. It is all around the world. It is believed that there are over 100 million people in this market right now. And because of the words of one report that has no validity, once again, we don't know if it's going to be a yay or a nay. It's more of a that you could put out a report like this, everyone completely panics, begins to sell, and then Bitcoin drops by 7% in a couple of minutes. Other coins are down by like 18 to 25% at the exact same time. So, at least now, with the time of me making this video, there's no validity to any of these claims. A lot of the reports that we've been getting from, I would like to say, more verified sources, Bloomberg, JP Morgan, and also the other stuff that we've been hearing from Fidelity and a lot of other people who've been going on CNBC from a lot of these companies, they have all kind of said, yes, we have been in discussions with the SEC and we think that everything is going well. We'll see. Once again, 100 million people are waiting for this, and the fact that Gary Gensler has this amount of power over everyone on the planet is absolutely disgusting. And the fact that this one company, all of this is happening because this one company released a report saying that they think there will be a rejection. If Matrixport has just manipulated the market this much, it's a lot going on. Yeah. I do hope you all enjoy. Please spread the news that all the information is just coming from this one company. Stay vigilant. Everyone is trying to do everything that they can to destroy the market, bring the market down. We've seen what's been happening over the last year or two as far as companies bringing prices lower and lower so they can accumulate at a lower price as well. Thank you all once again for watching, listening, liking, commenting, and or supporting. It's a lot going on. Thank you all once again, and I will most certainly be talking to you all soon. See you.